Hello everybody, my name is Amanda and I am here from South Africa. I have come for Lyme and co-infections and other things, trauma as well, that goes along with the many layers of the story. I was about, well, I don't know, in January I was really desperate. I was like, oh my God, I can't carry on like this. And I was really like praying. I was like saying, please God, you know, gotta deliver me something. And I think it was like a few days later that I found one of Michelle's testimonials and read the book, and I was like, this is the answer. And I started to look into Dr. Filonov, and I couldn't believe that there was such a sort of, I don't know what to say, it's like such a full incorporation of approaches, because you know, he's not just a doctor, he's also extremely psychic person, and you know, almost shamanic as well. And my experiences have been, you know, very difficult. I said to someone, you know, if I had to tell my story, it would be something like a bad sci-fi horror movie, you know, that would be my story, because I went through so many sort of energetic attacks and stuff like that, and I literally got demonic attacks, like one after the next. Tried to literally, I think whichever group that didn't want the truth to come out about what was going on in the world, they tried to take me out. That's yeah, anyway, so that's part of my story. And my immune system crashed from that, and Lyme's and stuff like that came as a part of it. So it's not a traditional story, really, but it's been sort of 3 years of deep struggle. And so, you know, that's why I'm happy to have a doctor that has a much wider perspective on disease. So my preparation for coming here was, I wanted to come in January, and it was the longest 3 months of my life waiting to get here. But I did Svetlana's course on Udemy, which was very good. 2 courses, one on liver and colon cleanse and the 36-hour dry fasting. So I did those, that was excellent. And then I did a 2-day fast, dry fast and a break, and a 3-day dry fast and a break, and another 2-day dry fast, and then another liver and colon cleanse. And that was just before I came here. And I came a few days early, and I just had the warmest reception from Dr. Filonov. I got big hugs, so much warmth, which was, you know, just very special. And he's amazing, and so is the team. Svetlana's always available. I don't know how you do it, but so I'm not sure what else to say, but that's, yeah, a little bit of my crazy story. So it's the 2nd day of the retreat, and it's the 4th day of dry fasting. And I am feeling much better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday I was very emotional in the morning, and as the day progressed I felt a little bit better, but today much better. So I'm very happy for that. I think it helps to have a little bit of a schedule, so the lectures and then a walk, lovely walk with fresh air, breathing in the fresh air in this beautiful place. Just imagining like filling my being with this moisture as I walk, and looking at nature and the beautiful trees that are around, and taking my camera and just occupying a little bit of time like that. And then having a treatment, which wasn't quite what I expected today, but it wasn't too bad at all. So I've got a bit of a dry mouth, but I feel happy. I'm doing well. I've survived 3 days without water, 4 days. So I was wondering what to talk about today. I was thinking I didn't cover much about some of the things that I'd tried before coming here, and so I thought I'd just say a little bit about that, because I think a lot of people have tried a lot of things, and most people who you speak to or listen to on podcasts who have Lyme have been through this huge range of just trying everything. So it's probably a little bit further back than, I think I said 3 years, but it's more like maybe 5 years ago that I first kind of got this diagnosis through actually my boyfriend at the time, who was working in the holistic health field. And he was working on this German machine, kind of like a scalar machine with like these sort of dowsing tools, almost like muscle testing. And he said to me, "You've got Lyme." And I didn't know what it was. Had no idea. I'd never heard the word, and I really didn't take it seriously. And I don't think people understand that it's actually a really serious diagnosis, and that, you know, you need to sort of do a lot more. So I had major chronic fatigue for a year, and spent the first year doing treatments on his machine, ozonites, which is like artemisia, you know, kind of treatments, like various homeopathic things. I went on and did what's it called, SKIO, so frequency-based work. I did IV hydrogen peroxide, I did IV vitamin C, I did just like almost like everything that you could think of, so various different. And I eventually went on to antibiotics because I was just not feeling at all better, just worse and worse really. And then the antibiotics made me so toxic, and my liver so burdened that I actually couldn't do that anymore. And then I just thought, well, now what, you know? And that was over a course of sort of 5 years. But the journey does bring quite a lot of enlightenment, even within the search, you know. So I was like, there weren't any doctors in South Africa that really knew what they were doing. So I was just like biohacking, you know, like just making up my own remedies and solutions. And as I explained yesterday, eventually I came across Michelle's book, and it was just like, hallelujah, this is, you know, really the answer. And I was really desperate. I was really super depressed. I had panic attacks, major. I mean, I don't know if other people have had that, but major depression, encephalitis, dizziness, so just horrible. Heart palpitations, neurological stuff, shaking. And I was like, I can't do this. So I spent 3 years thinking I just want to die. That was more like not afraid of dying, but like I can't, you know. So Michelle's book spoke to me, and I also just went absolutely out of my way to get here, and it's sort of like there's just doesn't feel like there's another option. This is the one. So I'm just going to keep going with it until I'm better. And I already am starting to feel better. So thanks very much to the team and Dr. Filonov, who's an absolute genius. 40 years in the field, an expert. So yeah, that's what I have to offer today. Thank you. Hello, it's the 3rd day of the retreat, and it's my 5th day of fasting, and I'm starting to think in French, Italian, Russian, and a little bit of English. We've got an amazing group here. It's so stimulating. So how am I feeling today? I'm fine. I've got a very dry mouth, but not too bad actually. Otherwise, I'm excited that I'm progressing. You know, getting through. Like day 6 is a thing. You know, like an unknown, an imaginary day that I didn't ever kind of know how I would get to, but it's getting there, so that's amazing. So yeah, I just did the day with the lecture, which was wonderful as well, and I went for a walk on the beach. Today was like a beach meditation day. I just walked halfway down the beach, sat as close to the water as I could, watched the waves. I sort of imagined I was in the waves and videoed the waves, and yeah, it was beautiful. It's really amazing to be that still. Actually, it was like my meditation today, just listening to the stones rolling back with the waves and looking at the sky. And Montenegro has this particular beach that we're on has the most beautiful little stones. Like they've all got different designs, and every day I choose a stone for my day, like a milestone, you know. What else was I going to say? And then I had the massage, which was wonderful, and now I'm really tired. I think there was only one thing that I wanted to add from yesterday, and that was just to say that the journey with the Lyme is so multi-layered that it's not a simple journey. It's not something that you can easily say, oh, you know, this and that. It's like Dr. Filonov says, everybody's different and everybody needs a different protocol, and there's so many layers that you have to work on, including attitude and rebuilding memories, changing, you know, patterns, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to actually put out some appreciation to the people that do such incredible work. So again, Dr. Filonov's team and Svetlana, really amazing, specific work that's growing and evolving. So I really appreciate it. And, you know, and also the practitioners that I didn't mention yesterday, that each one, you know, I don't want to just wipe them out and just say, oh, you know, nothing worked. Actually, it was more like there was a progression of learning with each person, and I had to move myself 100% out of one way of being and into a new way of being, with a lot to learn and a lot of lethargy and apathy to change. So this really forces change. You know, it's like change or die kind of thing. So that's what I wanted to add. The incredible thanks for everybody that's contributed along the way, because I've had amazing support, like unbelievable support, and it's taxing when someone gets very sick. So that's what I have to say today, so thank you. Hello everybody, I'm on day 4 of the retreat and day 6 of my dry fast, and I am very dry, which is good. I've been talking to my body a lot, as Dr. Filonov suggests, you know, just explaining to the body what it's actually doing, you know, why I'm doing this, and that it's, you know, it's getting rid of all the old swampy waters and making brand new cells and this little fresh supply of water inside, and it's getting rid of all the old. So it's Dr. Filonov was saying in yesterday's lecture that it's the body's like a dumping ground of toxins at the moment. That's why it doesn't feel so good. So I'm really weak today, but my spirit is strong, and I love the ocean, and I'm dreaming of all the things I can be drinking, carrot juice and celery juice and watermelon, but it brings such an appreciation of water, you know. It's like I'm not even thinking of eating, I'm just thinking of drinking, and I actually imagine that I'm drinking, and it really does help. So I've walked along a beach and just close to water, close to nature, and that is helping me immensely. I'm sure I had wonderful other things to say in the middle of the night while I couldn't sleep. I think I was rehearsing all the wisdom, but I think that will come. But today is just a very dry, very weak day, but just like I've just become one with nature here. I'm just loving it. I'm so filled up by it. So I think the ocean and the streams and the trees and the mountains, they kind of lend you their energy as well. So that is an amazing experience. You know, it's like an inter-beingness, like a solidarity with nature. That's what gets you by. So that's me today. Thank you. Hello everybody, it's day 5 of the retreat and day 7 fasting. I am not feeling too bad. I've been tired, dry mouth of course, and didn't sleep very well last night, and then at about midnight I had this burst of energy and somehow was inspired to do yoga in my bed. And then went out into the storm. We had this raging storm last night, and I was practicing my whirling dervish. So that was fun. And then puppies coming out of the rain into my room and sleeping in my sleeping bag on the floor comfortably next to the heater, making themselves at home. I managed to walk today. My legs are like jelly, so walk, rest, that kind of thing. And but I'm getting there. It's amazing. It's like there's this stream of energy that just like if you just go with it, it kind of takes you. And that's here in this group. It's just like the intention is just there for you. So it seems like psychologically that it might be difficult, but if you just go with it and find ways to surrender, you can just float along. So I can't believe that I'm on day 8 tomorrow. My goodness. So thanks everybody. That's all I've got for today. Hi guys, it's day 6 of the retreat and it's day 8 for me, and I'm very dry and can hardly speak, but I feel really good.
So much better. So I'm really excited about that. It's my last day tomorrow of the dry fasting. I'm like ecstatic. I can feel this ending of the exit energy coming, and it's just something else. It's like a magical sort of event. And so today was some ice dosing, which helped me a lot. So just pouring, a bucket of ice over my head, ice water. And I went for a beautiful walk down the beach and lay with my belly on the stones, listened to the ocean, and that has been my big love, is that ocean. It's just helped me get by. And I've had little doggy visitors getting into my suitcase saying they want to come home with me. So the sweetness of today has been beautiful, and I'm excited about tomorrow being my last day. So thanks guys, thanks for the support, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, hello everybody. I've made it to day 9. I bought this shirt in Johannesburg especially with my mom to say that I would only be able to wear this shirt on day 9. So it says it was inspired by Egle, recharge, reset, freedom of motion. So that's really what I'm hoping to achieve. Got a terribly dry mouth, sorry about that today. I just want to go and lie on my bed, but I made this mythical journey, and now all I can watch is these like huge adventures on Netflix, like people doing extraordinary things, because this was an extraordinary thing to have done, and I'm so proud of myself, and I can't even imagine what's going to come on the exit, which is at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Can start drinking water again. So the ice dosing has got me by the last 2 days. That's been really helpful. And team spirit, people walking past you and just saying like, you can do it, let's keep going. And honestly, it was so hard walking past my friends and watching them drink and eat yesterday, but I made it through the day. So yay, I'm really proud of myself. And that's it, guys. See you tomorrow. Hello everybody, it's day 2 of the exit, and it's day 9 of the retreat. I wasn't able to get out of bed yesterday. I was so tired, but very happy, very ecstatic. That first drink of water was like nothing else in the world. It was, I was just so grateful for water and for life, and for the effort. And now I feel very emotional, but just for the effort that I made, and today hasn't been that easy either, but it seems to be that I'm very dizzy, but my strength is coming back, so I've been able to get up and get to the meals and get to my treatments. But I think one of my biggest insights, especially today, is that the cleanup, in a sense, is so much further reaching than we expect. It's on so many levels, and so I just realized like, wow, I've got huge blind spots around certain things. Maybe like I hadn't come completely off my one medication, and I spoke to the doctor about it, and it's just like, why just do it, so I just thought, well, yeah, I must, and it's just it's much bigger than just the physical, it cleans up, starts to clean you up on all levels. So I felt I'm feeling emotional but good, quite
very humbled, and I know that this is the beginning of a further journey for me. So I'm grateful to myself for having taken these steps so far. So that's it. Thank you. Hello. It is the 10th day of the retreat, and it's my 3rd day of exit, and I'm feeling a little bit better today. I'm not as dizzy. I've been able to have my first, other than exiting, I have had washed my hair, but it doesn't look like it. So, but it is. And just still very tired, a lot of deep sleep, which thank goodness I'd prepared for that with some of the other preparation work, because I understood how it could be scary to be so tired for so long. But once you understand that it's just part of the process, you just can surrender a little bit to it. So I think one of the things that I wanted to comment on was just how important the integration phase of the exit is. There's so much that happens after the dry fast, you know, emotionally and every other way, and it's not to be underestimated. And just to get, you know, for me to have even a space to talk about it, to have people to share with, it's huge. It's a huge piece, and the doctor always says it's 70% of the work, and it really is. So it's not like you've just run a track race and now, you know, you just rest. There's a very, for me anyway, it's been a big process. So my fears and doubts about coming here, not really. I was desperate. I used to read Michelle's book every day, and I just wanted to be here because I tried so many things, and I could just see that I needed a structured space with an expert, with a team of people who just had my best interests, and it was completely contained and prepared, and that's what, you know, that's what you get when you're here. And so I ran up against some difficulties within myself and taken, you know, all the layers off as far as I can. And, you know, it's luckily I prepared my mind mentally by reading Michelle's book, just by saying, like, it's not just once and then it's over. It might be, but it's more of like there's a journey ahead. You know, and with that in mind, you don't have these huge expectations of yourself and then you like fall and then, you know, that kind of thing. So it's, yeah, I'm just finding my walking legs again, but yeah. So that's it from me. Thank you. Hi everybody, it's day 4 of my exit and it's day 11 of the retreat, and it's coming to a close, sadly, because it's such an amazing little family, incredible dynamic team this, and I do feel a little bit like reborn, I must say. I've been listening to feels like I'm listening to my stem cells growing inside of me. They're like growing, like, you know, like so loudly I can just about hear them. Haven't been well today, but I think it's fine. I feel much better tonight. So I've fasted with some sorbents and just did some leeches, which is my first experience, and I feel a bit better, much better. It's such a huge experience. So what would I say to people who, you know, were asking about dry fasting? I'd say it's like a missing link, you know. It's like an ancient piece of lost wisdom that we have to, or I'm just grateful that I've taken back, because it's like one of the things that I left until last. And I know that it's actually the thing to be doing, plus the mental work of kind of, the doctor always says, you know, why are you still talking as if you've still got symptoms, you know, like move into that future where you well. And so combined, you know, the fasting plus the mindset, I don't think there's anything better. So thank you very much, very grateful. Hello everybody, it is the last day of the retreat. It's huge, it's a huge experience, and it's affected the fact that I came here to heal myself and my system, my whole system. Everything's starting to move. Even in my family there's movement and change happening. So I'm absolutely blown away, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart and from my family as well. You know, to have a place like this to come is something else. And also to the doctor, I mean, he is an absolute genius. He is such an incredible wealth of like ancient wisdom, sort of, you know, preserved by his experience and his love of nature and the body. Wow, I don't know how to end this. I know that there's a huge integration piece that I'm still in the middle of. Yeah, so I'm still integrating, and it's like riding a very big wave, and it takes a bit of time to digest. But thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody that was involved, and to all my, you know, the people that were here doing the journey with me. It's quite a difficult journey. It's not easy to be in the middle of symptoms and trust that you coming into a better place, but it's a continual reinforcement, and then eventually you get through. So good luck to all of you that are coming in the future, and maybe we'll see each other again. Thank you.